Okay, so Maureen, hopefully Mercedes will get on. I lost you. Where are you? Maureen, where are you, Maureen? I don't see you. Maureen? Oh, you're back. You're on mute. Maureen, hello, you're on mute. Maureen? Maureen, you're on mute. You're on mute. Unmute yourself.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you on mute.
It
So
was
what I was saying, we're going over the assignment
okay.
first, and
Okay.
then we'll look at translating some verbal expressions to algebraic
Uh,
expressions. Okay.
yeah.
Did you get a chance to look at the assignments?
I do the first three.
Okay. All right. You did the first three. Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you set up the first one? And the St. Louis and Kansas City are
Yeah.
253 miles apart. To the
Uh-huh.
nearest tenth of an inch, how far apart are the two cities on a map with a scale of 1 inch equal 30 miles? So, Maureen, tell me how you set that one up.
Yeah. Okay, listen.
You set up a ratio of proportion, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what did that look like?
Let me see what I said. Oh, how is this? I said I put 253 miles, right?
Okay, it's 253.
Um,
And okay, that's over what?
okay.
That's miles over what?
Over 100? No.
No,
To
no.
the next time of
Well,
an inch.
this is miles, and
Yeah.
this would be inches, right? But you're looking for the it's 203 miles apart. The scale is 1 inch to 30 miles. So you're
Yeah.
looking
Yeah.
for what would this be in inches? So we'll just call that an N, right?
Yeah.
And what is that equal to?
30.
30, that's right. Over what? 30
Yeah.
miles is equivalent to how many inches?
30 miles is,
Right here.
let's see,
30 miles is how many inches? Right there.
1 inch.
1 inch, that's right. So this is a one. So this is a one. All right. Let's put the little in. So what do you do from here, Maureen? We've got our ratio proportion set up. That's one
Cross
ratio
multiply.
equal to cross multiply. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So cross multiply. And what would that give you?
That would give me, okay, 253,
Well, let's put
right?
our N on the left side. So
Okay.
you'd put your 30 in first, right? So you'll end up
Okay.
with your N on the left. So what is that equal to?
253
Yes, okay. Times what?
times
Yeah, 253 multiplied by what number?
by the end.
No, cross multiply is
Oh,
253 times 1 and
hold
30
on.
times n. So that's the 1, right? So
Yeah,
253 times 1 would just be 253.
253. Yeah.
That's right. Now, how would you solve for n?
Divide
Divided by what?
30.
Divide 30. Both sides by 30. Okay, so let's just put that on the other screen because we're gonna kind of run out of room here. So then n, let me just copy this. Okay, so we divide both sides by 30, so there would be the underline here, underline on the right, and then put 30 underneath both
Uh-huh.
of these terms. So what's n equal to, Maureen? Divide this
8.4.
by 30.
When I divide it, right?
Yeah,
I get
253 by 30. What do you get?
I get 8.4.
Okay. So n equals 8.4, and that's in inches. Okay. And that would be answer what?
Mm.
Answer E. That's correct. Very good. So, and Mercedes sent me hers, and she did well. She had one, two, three, and I think she only missed the last one.
Mm.
Okay. Now, Maureen, did you do number two?
Yeah.
What answer
Mm.
did you get for number two?
Number two, I get 9. Oh, I get 9000.
That's right. Answer B.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
because we got 2250.
Or by multiply.
Okay. And that's for 9 houses.
Yeah.
And you want to know if the house is identical, if you, for 36, how many yards you would need. So that would be, let's just set it up. 2250
Mm-hmm.
divided by 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's one of our ratios. And what's that equal to, Maureen? That's yards. So what is that
Yeah.
equal to? That's the end. We're looking for yards, right?
Mm.
And if we had 36 houses, okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, that would be over 36. Now, you could
Yeah.
have done this without ratio proportion, right?
Um,
How could you do it without ratio proportion? Maureen?
I would do it like multiply the 22, 50 by 36, and then divide it by 9. That's how I was going to do mine too.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying that there's a way, there's a actually quicker way you could do it.
Oh,
Because 36 is 4 times 9, right? So that means you multiply the 4 times the 2250 and you get the 9,000. So
I
you could
see.
do that, right? Because those uh
Uh,
those numbers are like a multiple of
uh,
the 9 is a multiple of 36. So if 36 is 4 times 9, the number of yards would be 4 times 2,250. That gives you 9,000. Okay, so let's just put here answer.
yeah.
That's it. Answer B. Very good, Marie. You got two down. You got another one, another word problem.
Uh,
And tell me what answer you got for three.
yeah, I get for 3 is B, 280.
Okay, very good. You got the right answer. That's it. Answer
But I didn't,
B.
yeah, but I didn't understand this, that from 4 to 7, like fill in the blanks. I didn't understand that one period.
Oh, you remember when I told you about expressions, equalities, constants, and variables?
Uh-huh.
So all you had to do is fill in, what do you call a letter or symbol used to write a value? What do you call that?
A letter or a,
Yeah, a symbol used to write a value. Some examples are X, Y, A, Z. And remember I said it could vary from
a,
A to Z. What do you call that?
a constant, a
No,
variable.
variable. That's
Variable.
right, Maureen,
Yeah.
variable.
Uh-huh.
So that answer is variable.
Oh,
So that's all you had to put there, variable.
oh,
I think that's the last thing we went over. Now, what do you call a value that does not change? And there are some numbers there, 56, 47, 1 half, 2. What do you call that?
Numbers that don't change.
Yes,
Okay. A constant.
that's right. I was about to say, you said
Uh,
it the last time. Constant. That's the answer, constant. Okay, let's see
oh,
there.
uh,
That's all you have to do. A constant is a value that does not change.
uh,
But a
and
variable
in
changes,
uh,
right?
uh-huh,
You had a question, Maureen?
uh-uh.
Okay, let's go to number
In a
six.
math statement that shows that two sides are equal. That is like okay, two sides are equal. That is equation.
That's it. Very good.
Uh,
Equation. Sadie said equality, which is all right. Still had the equal in there. Now the very last one, Maureen. What is that one?
expression.
That's it. You got
Uh,
them.
uh,
Well, you said you didn't understand them. You got them all right. What happened?
I don't know. You tell me that I figure out right.
Yeah,
Uh,
you just had to put because that's the last
uh,
thing we went over, and I said
uh,
that's the vocabulary you should understand in
uh,
order to do the algebra, right? So
uh,
variable, constant, expression, and equation. So an expression does not have an equal sign.
uh,
Okay, no equal sign. But yet it has terms. Like 4 plus 5, there are two terms. The 4 is a
uh,
term, the 5 is a term. 4 plus x, 4 is a term, x is a term. Okay? So the
uh,
difference in expressions and equations, expressions don't have equal signs.
oh, I see.
Okay, so if you were given like multiple choice and you were given expressions and equations, the equations would all have equal signs, like here, 4 plus x equal 9. Okay, now Maureen, we will look at some what, converting the word expression, verbal expression or word expression to an algebraic expression or equation. You want to do both ways. Some will be equations, some
Okay.
will be expressions. Okay. So let me just bring up what we'll be doing here. All right.
Mhm.
Okay. And before we do that, I just want to review the operations, the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and equals. Now, when you see these verbal phrases, they're not always worded the same. Like
Uh-huh.
plus could be some, it could be some of, it could be added to, it could be increased by, it could be more than, it could be plus, and it could be and. In other words, you could say the sum of 4 and B, or you could say 4 and B. Both of those mean to add. Got it?
Uh,
And there's a symbol, the plus. All right. So the add only has one symbol, plus. So when you see these expressions, just keep in mind that when you're adding to something, the expressions vary. I mean, in the expression, you could have any of these
uh,
phrases. Okay. Now, when you
mhm.
do subtraction, what do you call the result of a subtraction, Maureen?
Like you could also trust it if you minus something or
Yeah. What do
less,
you when you subtract something? What do you get? What do you call
less,
that?
to get less than
No. Okay. Let's go back here. When you add something, what do you get?
more.
You get more, but what do you call? If I say 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 is what? 9 is the sum.
So,
All right. And for subtraction, If you say 8 minus 5 equal 3, 3 is the difference.
Oh, so it's less.
Well, yeah, no, no,
Oh, oh,
the that's the result of the subtraction.
oh,
Difference.
I see.
Result of addition is sum. Result of excuse me, subtraction is difference.
uh-huh.
So these are some words for when you're subtracting values. Difference, minus, subtracted from, decrease by,
Uh-huh.
just like you had increase by for adding, it's
Uh-huh.
decrease by for subtraction, less, and for addition is more, right? Less
Uh-huh.
than, addition is more than. So
Uh-huh.
all of these mean subtraction. The subtraction has just a one symbol
Uh-huh.
right there, the dash. Got it?
Yeah,
Now, what do you call the result of a multiplication, Maureen? What do you call that?
a product
That's it. Very good.
now
Product. So when you see product, you know the operation is
is
multiplication.
multiplied. Yeah.
That's it. You could have the product of, you could have of, you have multiplied by or times. All
Uh-huh.
those mean product. Now, product here you see a dot, but remember multiplication has more than one symbol. It could be a dot.
Uh-huh.
What are some
Uh,
other symbols of multiplication?
okay, it could be those two little dots. I don't know what it's called them.
What two little
Eh,
dots?
like side and the two up and down one. They're like okay. I multiply could be an X, which is six
It could be an
multiplied by
X, that's right.
yeah,
And it could be like we say a dot. What else could it be?
and it could be like two, two dots,
Okay,
two,
let me two dots. I
yeah,
don't follow you. So multiplication, let me just put multiplication symbols. So you could have a dot,
uh-huh,
right? You could have, like you said, X times.
uh-huh.
You could
It's a dot,
have what else? Could have an asterisk.
parentheses,
Asterisk. Is
yeah,
that the one you were
parentheses,
thinking of?
yeah,
Asterisk. And you could have parentheses.
parentheses, yeah,
Yeah, you can use parentheses.
yeah,
Okay, let me just put a space here so it won't look like a zero. So you could have parentheses, right?
mm-hmm,
All these represents time,
uh-huh.
okay? And what's the last one? The last symbol.
Those two little dots up and down.
No, that's
Oh,
uh
that is like two.
no,
Oh,
no. The up and down is a ratio. That's division,
uh,
okay? But you could have side
by side.
by side. That's right. So when you say uh 6y means 6 times y. That's side by side.
Uh,
So, and that's the one that most people forget that when you see a variable and a number, that's a multiplication.
I see.
The 6 is the coefficient and the y is the variable.
Hmm.
Okay, so that's product. The product is the one that has more symbols to represent it. The product of multiplied by times. Like you see 6 times 5 is 30. Okay. And you could use the X, the asterisk, you could use the dot.
Side by side.
Well, not side by side because 6
Oh,
5 would be 65. But you
oh,
can use side by side when you have a variable and a number.
oh, really got a bad.
A variable and a number because you don't use
Uh,
side by side with numbers because then that
uh,
changes the value. 6 times 6, if you say 6, that's
it's
66.
36. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not 6. You'd have to put parentheses around each one. Okay. Now, what do you call the result of a division?
Results of division.
Yes. When you divide something, you get what?
A
What do you
co
call it?
what is
Quotient.
called
A quotient. That's
quotient,
right. That's right.
quotient.
Quotient. So quotient represents division divided by and also a ratio.
Okay.
Like when you
Yeah.
said a number over a number,
But
that's
yeah.
a fraction is a division, right? Numerator over divided by denominator. That's a division. Now here's a division symbol, but you could also use a slash
Yes,
or like
that's yeah.
or the dash, like you said when you write the
Yeah.
fraction. Okay, so there's three ways you can represent the division. Now, of course, equals is just the equal sign, but in these verbal phrases, you see is means equals.
Equals, yeah.
Is equal to means equals. The result is means equals. Becomes, okay?
Oh,
30 divided by 5 becomes 6. That's equal. So it's equal. 30 divided by 5 becomes 6. That means 30 divided by 5 is equal to
oh,
6.
oh,
Right? Now when we say a number, remember I put an X here, but remember or any symbol. So you remember this is A to Z, and it's symbol A to Z. Now, when you see a number, that means one of these symbols. And
uh-huh,
sometimes they'll give you the symbol, other times they let you select it.
uh,
And sometimes you see an unknown quantity. That's a variable. An unknown, a variable. A quantity, variable. So these are the ways in the verbal phrases they represent the variable. Okay? A
yeah.
number, an unknown quantity, an unknown a quantity.
Uh, uh,
All right. Now, Maureen, are you clear on the symbols?
that's it. So yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll be sending you this anyway. You can go back and review it. Now, we want to do some examples. I think you know these, right? So let's just do the first one. How would you write 6 more than a number?
Okay. All right. Oh, how do you erase it?
What is more than? What does that represent? What arithmetic operation does more than represent?
More done.
Yes, what operation? Add, subtract, multiply, divide.
More done. We add.
That's right, you add. You see back over here. Sum, more than, that means you add. So that means you're adding 6 to a number. Now, what do you want to use to represent the number? What variable?
Oh, P.
Okay, so tell me what to write.
P. Okay. What should I write there? P is P is more than
No, more than is what symbol? What?
more than is the backwards V to the P.
No, no, no.
You turn the
No,
V.
no, we're not talking inequalities now, Maury.
Oh,
More than, look back over here. More than is an add. The symbol is a plus.
oh, oh,
So this would be plus
or 6.
6. That's right. That's the
Oh,
answer.
oh,
That's an expression. It's not an
I see.
equality. It's not an inequality. We're just saying 6 more than a number. 6 added to a number, and the
Oh,
number you're calling P. Got it?
yeah,
Now, the only time you'll have an equal if you have one of these, like equal to is, then it
oh,
would be you would say equal. So
oh,
6 more than a number is just P plus 6.
okay.
All right, let's try the next one. 15
Mm,
minus a number.
okay, so I will put N minus 15.
Okay, N for the number minus
Yes, 15.
15. Yeah, that means 15 subtracted from a number, and you're calling that number N. Very good. Minus means back over here. See, minus is
So
subtract.
if it was the other way, it can be the other way around. Like it's usually like six more than a number. You got
Yeah.
to put in. I figured you should have put your six first and then the number after, but you put your number first.
Well, it
Okay.
says six more than a number. That
Then
means six is added to the number.
number. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
See, the other way is saying what? P more than a number more than
Number
six.
six. Oh, I see.
That would be turned the other way. But six more
Uh-huh.
than a number means you take the variable for the number and you add six.
Oh, I see.
The six more than means six is added to something. So that's why you put the six here.
Oh.
If you did it the other way, it wouldn't be six more than a number. Like
Mm.
Maureen, if I did six plus P, what would that
Uh-huh.
be in words?
Six is more.
No, say six plus P in words. What would that be?
Six plus P words is 6P.
No,
Six plus P. I don't know.
no, that would be six. That would be P. Well, see, I'm putting in words like the other thing.
Uh,
It would be a number more
more. Oh, that's six.
than six.
Oh,
Okay, let me write it out. Okay, a
let's
number
see.
more than six. That means you
Uh-huh.
take six and you add a number to it.
Oh, I see.
See, and that's not the same as this one, right? It's different.
Uh-huh.
So
I
a
see.
number more than six means a number, a variable added to the number six.
Mhm.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you got this one, 15 minus a number. That means subtract the 15 from the number and you called it n. Okay. Now, remember, quantity also represents a variable, right? So what
Yeah.
would this be? A quantity less 8. Remember, when you say less, you're subtracting from.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what would this be? How would you write this?
Okay. How is C
Okay, C.
less
Well, you got to give me
minus
a
then
symbol. Minus.
minus
Minus what?
8?
That's it. Very good. A quantity less 8. You chose C as your variable. That's your quantity. And
Yeah.
quantity represents a variable. So see right here. A to Z. So 8 subtracted from the quantity that's called C.
Oh,
All right. Very good, Maureen. Let's go to number
okay.
4.
Twice a number.
Twice a number is 32. What would that answer be? Twice means what?
2.
2. So what would we write?
You right? 2Z? I don't know.
2z. Yeah, no, that's good. 2z, that means twice the number z. Now finish it up is 32.
It's 32.
But
So
what
you put a is
but what?
equals
Equal, that's right. It is, yeah,
equals
back over here, say is means equals.
equal,
So
yeah.
is, you put equal, and then what would I write?
32.
32. Twice a number, and you call it a z. 2 times the number z is equal to 32.
Hmm.
Very good. Now, of a or of also represents multiplication, right?
Mhm.
So, Maureen, let's go to, how would we write 1/2 of a number is 20?
I would say 1/2 C
Okay.
is
So how
20.
would I write 1/2?
1/2.
You write what?
I will put 1/2.
Okay. So 1/2, and I can use slash. And you call that what? S?
Yeah,
S, okay. Is 20.
yeah.
So how about I write is 20?
Equal.
Okay, that's right. Is equal and then 20.
Mm,
That's it.
mm.
Now, if 1/2 S is 20, what is S, Maureen?
10,
Hmm?
10,
What's 1/2 of 10?
5.
Not 20.
I say 10.
You, no, 1/2 of 10 is 5. This is
uh,
1/2 of S is
uh,
20. What's S equal to?
uh, 5.
1/2 of 5 is 2.5.
So that,
If half of a number is 20, what is that number? What is S?
10.
No, half of
The
10.
half of 20 is 10.
$20, Maureen. What's half of
Uh,
$20?
$10.
Yes. Okay. Well, if you have $20 and you got it from half of something, what was that something?
20,
No, it would have to be 40,
40. Oh,
right? 1/2 of a number is 20.
uh-huh.
So if you had to solve this for S, you'd multiply both sides by 2. So S
Uh,
will be 2 times 20 or 40, right?
oh, I see.
It says 1/2 of a number. So
Uh-huh.
to get 20, you got to have 2 times that 20 to get half of it to be
Oh,
20.
I
So,
see.
so if half of S is 20, then S is 2 times 20 or 40. Because if you take half of 40, you get 20, right?
Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Questions?
No.
Mercedes is coming. Hello, Mercedes.
Oh, Miss Barbara. Oh my God.
We are converting verbal to algebraic.
I want to catch you so much. But I were on the street from about 3 hours this morning, couldn't come on. Was a big, long traffic because of the weather.
Oh, is it still flooded out there?
Yes, so
I know
I'm
it was
still waiting.
flooded because I went upstate over the weekend and I got
Yeah.
soaking wet when I got home. I
Oh,
mean,
Oh,
everything was drenched. I take off my shoes, I had to walk in puddles.
I'm sorry. Oh, this
Yeah,
morning
I
I got
was
to,
wet, 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 but I hurriedly got out my wet clothes, so
I
I
forgot
didn't
to
know
ask
what's
somebody
this.
to call me. I woke up back and I said, "Oh, it's 12 o'clock," and I said, "Oh, I will catch it 1 o'clock." Miss Barbara, I was out cold again. I'm
Oh,
so
I can
sorry.
understand that. Okay.
Oh boy.
Well, Maureen is doing really good going through these, I tell you. I
Okay, I'm
sent
going
your
to get.
results back, Mercedes. You did excellent on your work.
Oh, really? I didn't
I
get
don't
to
know why
see.
you missed that last one. I guess you didn't look at the recording, right?
No, I didn't get to see the recording properly.
Oh, okay, because if you had, because that's the
I start.
last thing we went over,
Oh,
constants, variables, equalities, and expressions, equations, and expressions. That's the last thing we were. It's the vocabulary of the algebra, which is why we went over it. Okay.
okay.
But Maureen can review you. Maureen, what's the difference in a constant and a variable?
oh, boy.
A constant and a variable. What's the difference?
Constant and variable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You do.
A variable is a letter or a symbol used to write, all right?
Yeah, and a variable
It can be
changes.
an X, Y, Z, anything like that.
Oh, the variable. I think I know that.
Yeah, the variable changes, but the constant does not, right?
Okay. Yeah, that's right. The constant don't.
The constant doesn't change. Those are numbers. They don't change.
Yeah.
Now, Maureen,
Yeah.
tell Mercedes the difference between an equation and expression.
An equation. An equation is a math statement that shows two sides are equal, but right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And the expression is a combination of numbers and operate. I don't know.
No, you're right. The expression does not have an equal sign, Mercedes. The last one you missed, that expression is you
Okay.
should have said expression. Expression does not have an equal sign.
Okay.
All
I
right.
was there for so
Uh,
losing.
and let me just make sure that's clear to you. Okay. So if you had, so we're looking here at expressions and equations because you have them all in algebra. That's why I want to make sure you understand them. So if you had 6x plus c, that's an expression. It does not have an equal, right?
Okay.
But if you had, let me just take the same thing, 6x plus c equal 80. That's an equation, has an equal sign.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
They all have terms, but the expression has terms without an equal sign. Equation always have an equal sign. All
Okay. So
right.
expression has no equal sign while the
Expressions
equation
don't have equal
have
sign
no equal signs while the equation
or
has
in equations. Okay.
mhm.
So that's your difference. But each one of these is called a term. So this has how many terms? 6x
That's
plus c.
that's one of two terms.
Term 6x is a term, c is a term.
Yeah.
This equation has how many terms?
Three terms.
Three. 6x is a term, c is a term, 80
And
is a term.
also the term.
Got it?
Yes.
So
How
that's
much?
the difference.
Yeah,
Yes.
Robert.
Hmm.
How much did I get right? Did I get them right?
No, I just told you, just missed the last one.
Okay. I mean,
I said it again. I guess you didn't hear me. I said you did excellent. You only missed the last one. That's why I asked you if you looked at the
oh,
recording
okay.
because it was on the recording. The difference
Okay.
between expressions and equations. But we went over them. Maureen had all of the first ones correct, and she said she had a problem with the last part where you put in either constant, variable,
Oh,
expression,
yeah.
or equation. She said she had a problem. We went through it and she got them right. So she didn't really have a problem. She thought she had a problem, but she
She was doubtful.
no, she didn't have a problem. Okay, and what we're doing now, we're taking expressions and converting them, the verbal, and we'll convert them to algebraic, either expressions or equations. Because once you say is, then you have an equation. All right.
Okay.
Now, since Maureen has been doing the others, Mercedes, I think you can do this one. But
Oh,
just to review, let me go back. I gave you something at the beginning. Now, I gave you some phrases that represents addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, equals, and how you represent the variables. So, Maureen, how many symbols are there for addition?
How many symbols for addition?
Yes. I'm back over here at the top at the table.
It's a minus. No. For what? The
One.
expression
How
or
many?
sign?
No, no, symbol. The symbol.
More. More.
No, the symbol.
like plus.
Yeah, the plus.
Hmm.
Right? There it is right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that plus can represent in an
I
expression. You may see some, you may see some of, you may see added to, increased by, more than, plus, and you can say and, like you say 6 and 5, is 11. So get accustomed to seeing these various expressions and what they represent. So that represents addition plus. What about the subtraction, Maureen? How many mathematical symbols?
Minus.
Yeah, just one, minus.
Yeah.
So you might see, and what you get when you subtract is what is called a difference, whereas what you get in adding is a sum. So you may see minus, you may see subtracted from, you could see decreased by, less than. Just like increased by is addition, decreased by is subtraction.
Oh.
Okay.
Now, the next one is product, result of a multiplication. Okay, Maureen, tell Mercedes how many symbols there are for mathematical symbols for multiplication.
How many symbols? They got parentheses, right?
Keep going.
X,
X, what else?
side by side.
Side by side,
And that little
and
thing that look like a star.
asterisk. That's right.
Asterisk.
And yes, and I put them here, Mercedes. You
Oh,
could
yeah.
have the dot, you could have the X, like 6 times 4. You could have the
Okay.
asterisk, you could have parentheses, meaning multiplication, and you could have side by side, or you have a coefficient and a variable.
And
6y means 6 times y.
Mhm.
Now, Maureen,
thank you.
division. Oh, Mercedes, do you have a question?
No, I was saying thank you.
Oh, okay. All right, Maureen, quotient. How many symbols? How many mathematical symbols?
Division.
Yeah, just a division, and that's usually, well, no, it's not just this. Remember, we could have slash, or we could have you remember you
Yeah.
gave me the fraction? For
Yeah.
1/2 is like 1 divided by 2. So you could
Mhm.
have dash, slash, or this symbol. This a dash with dot over dot. Okay, so quotient has 3 different symbols. Then equal, one symbol, but it could be equals in verbal. It could be is equal to. It could just be is. Is means equal. The result is or becomes. Those
Yes.
are ones that you see in expressions, right?
Oh.
And then for a variable, it could say a number. That means a variable. An unknown quantity. That means a variable. An unknown or a quantity. And these could be any symbol from A to Z.
Oh.
All right, Mercedes, you got it?
Yeah, gotta.
Yes, not too bad.
Okay, so using those, you should be able to convert verbal expressions or equations to algebraic. So we went through the first ones, and we are down here at number 6. Okay, Mercedes,
Number 6.
look at number 6 and take a couple of minutes. Tell me how you would write it.
4 times a number is 6 more than twice the same number.
4 times a number is 6 more than twice the same number. Now break it down. 4 times a number. What operation, Mercedes?
Is that equation?
No. When I say operation, it's got to be addition, subtraction, multiplication, division.
Okay, yeah,
Which one?
operation. Yes,
What
you're
is
right.
it?
The It's the operation when it's that.
What operation?
What operation?
Addition, subtraction,
Oh,
multiplication,
the
division.
division.
When you see 4 times,
Yeah, that's multiplication.
multiplications. And what does a number represent?
The variable.
One of the variables, right? So give me the first one. What would you write for 4 times a number?
4.
Okay,
Figure
4.
4.
And give
And
me a variable, anything from A to Z.
okay, could use n.
Okay, 4n. Now, so you got this one right. 4 times a number is 4n. Now, what would you put for is? What symbol?
Equal.
Equal. Very good. Okay. Is. Now you want to say 6 more than twice the same number.
6
So twice the same number means what? What operation?
multiplication again.
Multiplication, right? 6 more than means what?
The 6.
What does more than mean?
You're gonna put the equality sign.
Well, you put is for equal, you put equal for is. Now we at 6 more than twice the same number. So tell me what to write.
You put 6. 6 times 6 and an x.
But what's 6 more than? What does that mean?
You're gonna put the inequality sign.
Well, I've
Like
got the equality sign. 4n, 4 times the number is,
equal.
there's my equal. Now
Yes.
we're working with 6 more than twice the same number. Tell me what to write.
You write 6
Okay, you want me to write 6?
more than sign, more than the sign instead of more than.
No, no. More than means addition. Remember, I just went through it in that
Oh
little chart.
yeah. 6
More
plus
than is addition. So what should I write?
plus
So you want to write plus, okay? Twice the same number?
2 um times 2.
No, the same number. What variable did you
4,
call it?
4 n
So it would be
plus
n. Okay,
n
so that's your final answer.
wait, 6
Th-
plus
Is that your
4.
final answer? 4
Yeah.
equals 6 plus
Yeah,
2n?
yes, yes.
Okay, all right. Let's have the professor look at it. Maureen,
Huh?
is that correct or not?
Yeah.
You say it's correct?
You say it's 4 times equals to 6.
4
Six
times
more
a
times.
number is
Uh-huh.
6 more than twice the same number.
Oh, I see. So that got to be 8. I don't know.
So you're saying this is correct?
I sure probably need something else, but I sure what it means.
Oh no, Maureen.
6,
Right is right, the
mo-
number, right? So
no, 6 more than
yeah.
means you adding the 6, Mercedes, to twice the same number. So
Right.
you
Okay.
wouldn't have 6 plus 2n, you'd have 2n plus 6. You see why what you had was incorrect, Mercedes?
So what I should do is say 4 n equals, hold on, let me read it. 6
4
more
times a number is,
Oh,
that's
oh
4n equal.
equal, yeah,
Now you put the 6 because it comes first in
yeah,
the verbal.
yeah.
But when it says 6 more than twice the same number, that means you're adding 6 to something. So even
I
though 6 is appearing before the twice the same number, it does not appear in the algebraic expression before it,
see.
right? Because it says 6 more than twice the same number. Twice the same number is 2 times n. 6 more is adding a 6.
Oh,
Oh,
twice the same number. So
Is
that means you should write the 2 n first.
That's right. Because it says 6 more than. That means 6 added to something. What is that 6 added to? Twice the same number, 2n.
6, no, 6 more than more than twice.
Yeah,
Oh,
6 more than twice the same number. And you
number.
call that
At
number,
the end.
you call it n. So that
Mm.
means for n, you had n, then you say twice the same number, that has to be 2n. And 6 more than means you're adding the 6 to that
Oh,
2n.
it said so smartly, Missy. You have to
What?
think. It said so. It is read so smartly. You have to think before you write.
Yeah, but you've got to read what it's saying. See,
Yeah,
4
I
times a
didn't read
number,
it.
you got that right. Is, you got the equal. Now you've got to look here. 6 more than. That means you're going to add 6 to something. What do you add it to? Twice the same number. So that means twice the same number has to come first, and then you're adding 6 to it.
Okay,
Got it?
four times a number is six more than twice the same number.
Yeah, 6 more than twice the same number.
Okay.
Now, if I had said
Mm.
twice the same number plus 6, you would have gotten it right. But you didn't translate the more than to the add to say, well, I'm
Okay.
adding it, right? Because I mean, if I had said 4 times a number is twice the same number added to 6, then you know, like if I had put that first, then you would have had it right. But you can't always put what's in the verbal first because it appears first. That's why you have to read the whole thing. 6 more than. There's a 6 there. What do I add it to? I've got to add my 6 to twice the same number. That's 2n. Got it?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so you read these carefully because your next assignment will be all verbal to algebraic, either
Okay.
either expressions or equations. Now, this one was what? This was an equation. Okay. 1/2 of that was an equation. That's a is. Okay. This one was an expression. Quantity less 8. That means you subtracted 8 from a quantity that Maureen calls C. So some are expressions and some are equations. Okay.
Okay.
Maureen, you ready for the next one?
Hmm.
I didn't hear
A,
it.
a number divided.
Okay, let me go over here. I want to make sure we have enough room to.
A number divided by 5 minus 10 is 50.
So a number divided by 5 minus a 10 is 15. So we know we have an equation because we have a is. So Maureen, what should I write?
Okay, write the number first.
So what do you what's representing a number?
I put B.
B.
Uh-huh.
B, okay. Divided by
Divided.
5.
Divided by 5.
So what are you putting for divided?
I divide.
What symbol?
I add side. I add one.
What's the division symbol?
I divide is a line with 2 dots.
What can be a slash?
How you divide?
Okay,
For
so
division sign.
okay, you want the division sign. Okay, let me see. Let me grab the division sign. Because remember, you have a dash and a dash
Yeah, right
and a
there.
slash. So you want the division sign, then
Yeah.
that's okay.
Or you can put a slash. Doesn't matter.
Which one you want now? It doesn't
Put the
matter.
slash.
Put the slash B slash and what I put after the slash?
5.
5. So now you've got a number B divided by 5. Then what do I put for minus 10?
Okay. Okay, 5 plus that. I put a minus sign.
Minus sign, okay. What's next? Minus 10.
10.
Okay, the number 10. Okay. is 15. What do I put?
Equals
Very good. The is an equal, right?
15.
15.
A minute, miss.
Questions?
Say a number divide by this n. No, divide by divide sign and then what?
Yeah, Maureen
By
used the slash, so that's like b over 5. You could have put you could put b
Oh,
dash
gotcha.
5, but it's the same thing, right?
Yeah,
B
yeah.
over 5, and she said minus 10, so she subtracted the 10 is, that's an equal, and 15.
So by mean minus, no, by 5. And then minus sign, the minus 10
Minus 10, that's a subtraction, so
equal
means you
15.
subtracting 10.
Okay, got it.
Got it?
Yes.
Okay, now I want you to take this a step further. What is B equal to? I want you to solve for B.
What?
What is B
What?
equal to?
The 5
Hmm?
is equals to 5.
B is 5.
Oh,
A number divided by 5.
Solve for B. What is B?
B is 5.
It can't be 5, Maury. Nope. Anybody solve for the B?
just a
Figuring
minute,
out.
miss.
Mercedes, you have B?
I'm trying. One sec.
The number divided by 5.
Subtract 10 from it, you get 15. So what is B, Maureen? How would you solve for B?
5.
What's 5 over 5?
5 over 5 is a half.
No, 5 over 5?
It's 1.
1. What's 1 minus 10?
9.
Minus 9. Is that equal to 15?
Uh-oh.
Nope.
Maureen.
No.
So it can't be 5.
Oh. So B is 1.
This is
1
actually
by 10.
a mental math. You could do it mental math.
So B is 1. Cause 5 into 5 is 1. 1 at 9. 1 from 10 is 9.
So n equal 9.
So it would be 6 then.
No. How would you solve this equation for B? What would you do first? How would you solve this for B? What would you do first?
You subtract.
What would you do first?
Subtract.
No,
Take
you
away
want this 10 on the side with the 15. So Mercedes, what
Uh,
do?
take away.
5 on both sides.
You do what, Mercedes?
Subtract 5 on both sides.
No, you want to get the
10.
10 on the side with the
Oh,
15. How do
oh,
you
yeah,
do that?
10. I'm sorry, not 5, 10.
So what
I
do you
mean,
do, Mercedes?
subtract 10 on both sides.
No, you still have constants on both sides. Remember, the inverse of subtraction is addition.
Yes.
You're forgetting you have to add the 10.
Or
You're
to both
forgetting
sides.
yeah, you have to add 10. Add 10
To both sides.
to both sides. You're forgetting your inverse, Mercedes. This is a subtraction, so you have to add it and you get 0. Minus 10 plus 10 is 0, and then you add the 10 on the right side. So this will give you, let me just put what you'll get here. So the plus 10 and minus 10 would be 0, so that would go out, right? And this would be plus 10. All right. Now, so that would be, what's B over 5 equal to? What's 15 plus 10?
25.
25. So let's just copy that. and that would be 25. Now, what do we do? What's the next step? Mercedes, what's the next step?
Next step,
Yeah.
I want to solve for B. So what would I do to both sides?
you're gonna you're gonna divide 5 on both sides.
Nope.
Subtract.
What operation is B over 5?
Oh, sorry, divide.
And what's the inverse of division?
Multiply
Multiply. So you got to multiply
5 on both.
Both sides.
both sides by 5. And what do you get, Maureen? What would be, B would be equal to what? 5.
5.
Because 5 over 5 on the left is just 1. So that would just be
Yes.
B times 5. And I mean 25.
5.
And what's 5 times 25, Maureen?
5 times 25.
Yes.
75.
No. 3
Oh,
times 25 is 75.
25 by
5
5.
times 25.
5 is
What's 4
25.
quarters? What's 4 quarters,
125.
Maureen?
125.
125. That's right. 4 quarters is a dollar and 25 is okay. So, and if you put 125 over 5, what do you get? Back up here. 125 over 5 is 25, and 25 minus 10 is 15. So you see that's
I
correct.
see. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
You're
boy.
forgetting your inverse. You're forgetting your inverse. The subtraction inverse is addition.
Uh,
The
Answer is
addition inverse
125.
is subtraction. What is it, Mercedes?
The answer is 125.
B is 125.
Oh,
Yeah. B is 125. And you can check it. Put the 125 for the B. 125 divided by 5 is 25. 25 minus 10 is 15. So you know that's correct.
whenever you put the slash, I get confused. I don't
Well,
comprehend.
it's the numerator is on the left and the denominator is on the right. If you had it B over 5, it would be numerator on the top and denominator on the bottom. So, because it's written a lot with slashes. So,
Okay.
okay, so B over 5 is the same as B slash 5. So if I put this and then put the 5 here, that's the same thing. The difference is that the B, the value on the left is equivalent to the value on the top. And the 5 on the right is the one at the bottom.
mhm,
Got it?
mhm.
Okay.
Mercedes,
Yes, miss.
is that clearer now? Because
Yes, miss.
you'll see a lot of problems will use the slash instead of that. In fact, I interact, I use them both. Questions, a number divided by 5, B over 5, like Maureen said, minus 10, that's the subtraction, that's the equal 15. So that's your answer. We just went a step further to solve for the B.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Mercedes, I think it's your turn, right?
Uh-oh.
7 times 2 more than a number is 21. Tell me what to write. Read it. Take a couple of minutes to read it and tell me what to write.
7 times 2 more than s plus a number equal 21. Let's see. I have 7 times. That's 7 and the sign. Multiplication sign.
Okay. What do you have?
7
Okay.
and
All
the
right. 7.
multiplication sign.
Mhm.
2 more than
So what do you want me to write after the 7?
2 that's um 2 more than that's 2 2n.
No, what's the mathematical symbol you want me to write
The
after the 7?
multiplication sign, the x
You want me to write the X?
is for the sorry, for
Okay.
the
Okay,
multiplying.
7 times. Now, 2 more than a number.
2 more than a number. That's and with a 2 you could put
What
y.
is it? What would I
This is
write?
n. 2n. 2 more
What
than
does more than mean?
plus
Yeah, so what would I write? How would I write 2 more than a number?
plus like you put plus 2n on that
Okay,
side.
you said 7 times. All right. 2 more than a number. What should I write?
Plus
7
plus
times plus.
uh-oh. Hold on, let me think again. 7 times 2 more than that's n 2n, then put 2n.
7 times 2n. 2n is 2 times n. 2 more than a number. That means you're adding 2 to a number. So what should I write?
2 more than a number. That mean you're gonna put number equal to and
Oh, 2 more than a number.
variable.
How would I write 2 more than a number? That's an addition.
Okay, we're gonna write a variable, not a number, like number 2 on a variable y. No, equal
So
then.
what should I write?
Equal.
No, we're doing 2 more than a number. You haven't told me what to write for 2 more than a number.
You're gonna write like 2y equal to y.
No, that's 2 times a number.
Oh Lord, I'm
2
mixing up.
more than a number is an addition.
So
So what's your variable for your number?
I was gonna put y.
Okay, y. Now 2 more than that, what would you write?
We would put the number 2. No.
More than what symbol? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division.
Oh, plus
Okay, plus. And what are you adding to that?
2 more than a number
So to that number, you're adding what?
2.
2. Okay. Now, since it says 7 times 2 more than a number, you need to put that in parentheses, right? Because it says
Okay.
2 more than a
I
number.
was wondering what is wrong right there.
All right. Now,
Is
is would be what?
equal
Equal. And what is that equal to?
21.
21. Okay. So 7 times, and you didn't need the times here. You could just put 7 and put it in front of parentheses, but it's okay if you put it here. But the point is 2 more than a number is multiplied by the 7. So that's why we had to put it in parentheses, because y plus 2 is 2 more than the number y. Got it?
So that means what x is going to multiply what in parentheses?
Yeah, well, 7 times you'd have to multiply 7 times the y and 7 times the 2.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying you didn't really need the X. You could have just put it in front of the parentheses, but it's okay. It's not incorrect. But if you did it like this, it's a little clearer. You just take the X out because remember parenthesis means the multiplication.
Okay.
Okay, so you've got the 7.
Times.
Yeah, 7 times y plus 2 equal 21. So that means you multiply 7 times the y, you get 7y,
Okay.
and 7 times 2 is 14.
14.
And then you could solve for the y. But we didn't have to because it says it's just, we just want the algebraic expression for the verbal. So 7 times multiplied, 2 more than a number, 2 added to a number you call y that's equal 21. So both of these would be correct. All right. But
Okay.
I just think it's clearer just to leave the X out and put, because remember, paren means multiplication too. The 7
Yes,
in
yes,
front of
yes,
this
yes.
parenthesis means multiply 7 by everything within the parenthesis.
Yes,
Got it?
that's true. Yes, thank you.
Questions? And we know y then. What is
Yeah.
y equal to, Mercedes?
The
You
y in the
solve for
first,
y. What's y equal to?
it will be 7y if you're multiplying
No, what is the value of y?
in the variables.
If you solve this for y, what would you get?
Oh, you mean what y would equal? Hold
Mhm.
on. 14. Y would equal 2.
Y equal what?
2.
No. You could do mental math. What
I'm trying
what
to do mental math, that's why.
yeah, but what number times 7 give 21, Mercedes?
3.
3. You have a 2 in here
Oh,
already. So what is y?
so y would equal 3.
No, you've got a 2
One.
already. That's right, Maureen. It'll be a 1.
A 1.
If you put a 1 here, 1 and 2 is 3, and 7 times 3 is 21. That's
Oh,
why I was saying you
I'm not thinking of doing this. I'm thinking of doing it all. Oh,
no,
gotcha.
no, but you've got to think of ways you can do things. It's going to save you time. And
First,
it's
all right.
actually
I,
more
all right.
simplistic, right?
Okay,
Because
so
there's only one number times 7 to give you 21. That's 3. But you
so
already have 2 here. So that means
yeah,
y has to be a 1. 1
I
plus 2
was
is 3.
thinking. No, I know that 2 plus 1 times 7 is 21. But I wasn't thinking to do it math that way. That's why.
Oh,
But no,
but I want you to start thinking that way. Because if this is a
okay.
3, then y has to be a 1. So when you add it to 2, you get a 3. But you
Yeah,
could
we
multiply
start
it
by
out. You
7
could get
getting 1.
7y and get 14, and 21 minus 14 is 7. 7y equals to 7y equals 1. We've got the same thing, but I'm saying the easiest way would just to be look at this. It says, well, 3 times 7 is 21, but I've already got 2 added to that number y. So my
Yes.
y has to be a 1.
1. Yes, yes.
Maureen, you saw that right away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's called seeing the math, mouse ladies.
Okay.
And if you do that, you can save yourself a lot of time. And it's using things you know already, right? You know
So
7
instead
times some number is 21. That number, when you add everything together, is a 3. But you got 2 of that 3. 3 minus 2 is 1.
Okay,
Got it?
so looking at another one like that shape like these, right like this, right away you could guess the answer easily instead of
You
working it
well,
out.
usually they're simple numbers, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you know 7 times a number is 21, and you know what that number is, right, Mercedes? You know 3 times 7 is 21,
Yes.
correct? But if you say, well, I got a y here and I got a 2 and I want a 3, so how do I get a 3? 3 minus 2 is 1, so y is 1. Got it?
Okay.
Okay. As you do these, it become easier. Okay. It's not like an overnight thing. They become easier as you do them. Now, okay. Now let's see. Who did that one? Mercedes, you did that one, right?
It's
Yeah.
Maureen time.
Now it's she's not gonna let you get away, Maureen. She's not letting you get. Oh, Maureen's got this one solid, right, Maureen? What's the answer? Tell me what to write.
A number divided by two more than itself is zero. A number divide.
That's,
So that is a number which is, we say C, right?
What is
A
it?
number is divided by two
verb.
more than itself is zero.
So, what would I write? What's the number? A to Z.
I said C
Okay. So C divided by what?
by two more,
There's my divided. What is it divided by?
two more than itself.
Oh, tell me what to write.
Two. No, what's the a number divided by two more than itself is
So
zero.
what is itself?
Zero.
No, itself is the number.
Equals.
No, itself is the number.
Uh,
A number divided by two more than itself. So that means you got another C, right?
uh,
Yes.
And what are you adding to it?
two.
Yeah, so plus two.
Two.
And what is that equal to?
Zero.
Equals zero. That's it. This C is divided by C plus two because it says two more than itself. So you just put that number variable again and then add the two. And that's your answer. And you could write it as, well, let's put it over. Okay, C, and I'll use the on the line. And then underneath it, you have the C plus two. Okay. And that's equal to zero. Okay. C divided by two more than itself. So you take that same number, add two. That's what it means by itself. You're repeating the number and adding two to it. Questions? Mercedes, notice I put it there, the numerator over the denominator.
Okay.
Because the slash right here, I'd really have to put this in parentheses to make it.
I understood it. I'm fine.
Okay. No, I'm saying the way the way it is here, it will be clearer
Yes.
if I put this in parentheses to let you know that the C plus two is divided into the C. Okay. But
Okay.
it's clearer with the underline C over C plus two. Got it?
Miss
Okay,
Wise,
Mercedes, you okay? You ready for number 10, right?
Miss Wise zero is the answer.
What?
Why zero is the answer?
What's the answer?
You said that
So
number
what
nine.
zero is the answer? Why you get zero as the answer, she said.
No, it says is zero, so it's equal zero.
That being C divided by two more number. No. A number divided by two more than itself is zero.
It's equal to zero because it said is zero. Now, if you want to solve this, C plus two times zero is zero. So C is zero.
Two times plus two C. Oh yeah.
Zero divided by C plus two is zero.
Yeah.
So that's the answer. If you want to solve for the number C is zero. All right.
Oh, Maureen, you're going to number 10 now.
Why would I do more than you the rest of it? I do all the rest of the homework and everything.
No,
Okay.
Mercedes is gonna do this one. Don't worry more.
Negative 18 minus some quality.
Ah, that was pretty straightforward. Okay. Negative 18 minus some quantity. So
Yeah.
what do I write? Anybody?
A slash.
You got to put
A subtraction sign on 18.
You put
you got to
what?
put 18 and then negative. I don't know.
Equality sign on 18.
What do you put?
Negative 18.
So
No
tell me what to write for negative 18.
slash. Not a slash, sorry. The subtraction sign there, takeaway sign.
You mean the negative sign?
The
It's not
negative
take
sign.
away. Negative
Negative.
18 is a sign in front of the 18.
Yeah,
Okay.
Negative 18. Now the minus is a subtraction. So
yeah.
Mercedes, what do I write?
Oh no, minus
Minus means subtraction. So tell me what to write.
plus.
Minus? Minus is subtraction.
Minus.
Minus, not plus. Minus means subtraction. The little table I gave you, minus means subtraction. So what do I write? Mercedes.
Minus means subtraction.
So what sign?
Takeaway sign.
Yeah, put the minus, right? And what do I put for some quantity?
Plus. No.
No, quantity is a variable.
So you're gonna put a y.
Okay, minus y, that's it. Negative 18 minus y. Negative 18 minus some quantity y. That's it. That's it. Finish. You got it? And if I didn't have negative 18, I just said 18 minus some quantity, you wouldn't have the minus here. You just say 18 minus 1.
Okay.
Okay, and that's an expression now, not an equation. You don't see an equal. So that's an
Yeah.
expression with minus 18 as a term and y as a term. Got it?
Mhm.
Thank you, miss.
Okay. All right. Maureen, number 11.
1/5 of 2 more than a number is 9. Okay, all right.
1/5 that's a
1/5
fraction now. 1/5
fifth
of
of
2 more
2
than
more
a number.
number.
Oh, what
So
should
I put
I write?
1/5
Okay, so let me put 1/5
of 2 more than. I put C, right?
now.
Oxygen.
Let's go back up. Now,
One
when you
fifth.
wait just a minute. Let's go back up here. When you see I want you to see this here. When you see of, that means what? Multiply.
Multiply.
Yeah, of.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means you have
1/5.
okay 1/5 of. So
Of,
let's just put parentheses because that's a
yeah,
multiplication.
yeah, yeah.
Now, Maureen, how do I write 2 more than a number?
2 and then the number.
2 more than. That means the 2 is added to a number.
Yeah.
So what should I write, Maureen?
2 plus
Nope. 2 more than a number means 2
it,
is added to a
let's
number.
say uh,
So tell me what to write.
2, right?
No, no, nope.
No, okay.
2 is
P,
added to, okay, P.
P
What do you say? P,
plus.
you said
Yeah,
P?
don't mind.
Okay, P, okay. Now add the 2.
Plus
Very good.
2.
Okay. And that 2 is added. Okay, let's put that. Is
Equal
equal
9.
9. That's it. 1/5 of 2 more than a number. Maureen said the fraction, 1/5. 2 added to her number P, that's 2 more than a number, that's the equal 9.
I'm trying to
Mercedes, you okay with that? Did you get that?
I'm trying to see. Oh, she got the P again. Where the P come
A
from?
number.
An
When you see
A,
a number, that means A to
the
Z. You pick,
variable.
she
Okay, okay,
picked
got
P.
you. Okay.
Remember a number, quantity, all that means A to Z, right?
Yeah, yes, a variable.
Okay, 1/5 of two more than a number, and Maureen chose P as a variable, added the two, is equal
When it's
and
more than
9.
a number, you have to put the plus two.
Well, it says more than. More than means add, right?
Yes.
Two more than a number means to add two to a number. So the number she chose was P, and then she added the two. Got it?
Okay.
Now, I want you to solve for P. Tell me what P is equal to. Maureen, you
P,
solving for P?
no, P is equals to, I don't know, 3? No.
Oh, guess, Maureen, solve it. Maureen, you know I know your game.
S of P is equals to 3. I don't know. Probably, it must be, I must be
7.
wrong.
What is P equal to?
Yeah, I'm wrong. 7.
Oh,
Oh, I've got 1/5. I have to work it out.
P
Maureen,
plus 2.
Maureen, you got an answer?
No, P is equals, I don't know what a 1/5. I guess, I can.
No, 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 no.
So P plus 2
Okay, let me
is
ask you
9?
this. No,
Okay,
let me ask you this.
okay.
1/5 of what number gives you 9?
1/5 of what number gives you 9?
Right.
1/5 of a number that gives you 9.
So what is that number?
4? I'm guessing
No,
that's sure.
no, 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 no.
Did you say 4?
No.
So 1/5 of 9.
Why?
1/5 of what number gives you 9? In other words, 9 times 5 is what? What's 9 times 5?
45.
What's 1/5 of 45?
1/5 of 45.
45 divided by 5 is 9, right?
9. Yeah.
That means this expression should have 45. But you
Uh,
already have a 2 there. So Maureen, what is P?
2,
No, no.
No.
45.
This should be 45, right?
Uh-huh.
But you
Uh-huh.
have 2 already. So what is
Uh-huh.
P?
9.
No, no. What number do you add to 2 to get 45?
Or 43.
43. P is 43,
Yes.
Oh, I see now. Oh, yeah,
right?
I get it.
P is
Yeah, I catch it.
43
Yeah.
because 1/5 of 45 is 9. So that
Uh-huh.
means P has to be 43.
Okay.
You got it?
You got it. Yeah. You
Yeah,
got it.
because this is saying
Loud and
take
clear.
this number and divide it by 5. So that number has to be 45. 9 times 5 is
Oh,
45. But you have 2 already, so just subtract the 2 from the
oh, I
45.
see. Okay,
P
I got
has to
it.
be 43.
I got it.
Mercedes, you got it?
I know the answer
Yeah,
already.
that was like the one we did before.
Yeah,
I
I
wanted
did
you
it
to see if
before.
you would see the answer like we
Yes.
did in that other one, right?
Yeah. You can
Okay, I
just
think
say
I think we have 2 more.
or you could say 9 9 times 5.
Yeah, you can multiply 9 times 5 to get 45, and
And then
P
take away
plus
2,
2
you get
is
40.
45, and P is 45 minus 2.
And
That's right.
subtract 2.
That's
Subtract
right,
2.
Mercedes. You could
Yeah.
really definitely solve it that way. Now we just have a couple of more to do. Uh, oh, I'm sorry. We have actually, well, we'll just do a couple of more. Okay, 19 less than a number, Mercedes. What is that?
19 less than
Remember when I
Less,
said less than, that means you're subtracting that number
yes,
from
yes,
something.
I realize
So
that.
what would that be, Mercedes?
We put the number
19
1.
less than a number.
19 minus n.
No, back up.
No,
I
no, no,
remember.
no. 19,
No,
19
back up.
minus
19 is subtracted from a number.
number.
What
So
is the number?
n minus
Minus.
19.
That's it. That's it.
Take
N
above and
minus
put
19. That's your
yeah,
answer. It
from
says
and
19 less than a number. And remember, I told you when you see the less sign, that means subtracted from. The
yeah.
19 is subtracted from a number. Mercedes called it N. So N minus 19. Okay. I think we can go ahead and finish these up. Okay, Maureen, product of 7 and Z. What's the answer?
7
Okay, 7.
multiply.
Well,
The
you could do
product means
side
to
by
multiply.
side.
Okay.
So what would it be?
7 by 7.
7 and
7
Z.
Y.
No, 7 and
7
Z.
Z.
That's it. That's your
Yeah,
answer.
Yeah.
that's the answer.
You could have put times, but I mean, side by side is easier. Product of 7 is Z. 7 times Z.
Right.
Product means multiply.
That means
Yeah.
multiply. Product means multiply.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, Mercedes 14.
5,
5 times the sum of M and N. What would I write?
5 times the sum of m and
These are
n.
expressions now, not equations. What do I write? Mercedes? 5 times means multiplication. Sum means adding. So what should I write?
5,
5.
is that a bracket? No.
Okay. Ren. The sum of M and N.
That would be okay. It is m plus n.
That's it. Very good. M plus N. Close the brackets. That's it.
Bracket. Yes, get that one.
Very good, Mercedes. 5 times the sum of M and N. That's the M plus N. And the very last one, Maureen. Difference. That means you're subtracting.
Got which one?
The
Oh,
difference of 2 times X and 8.
oh, that is a divided, right? Slash.
No, difference is subtraction.
Oh, minus or subtract. I know what it's called it. A minus sign. The
Okay.
difference of
The
2
difference
times
of 2 times X and 8. So what should I write?
2,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
2, parentheses, right?
No, you could do side by side. 2 times the difference of 2 times X and 8.
X.
X. And difference is what operation?
Equal, no, difference is minus
Yeah, minus. That's subtraction.
8.
8. That's it. Difference of 2 times X and 8. That's the answer.
Okay, let's answer the question.
Question.
The way you write the work in words, in the future, they're going to give us exam like these. what you're giving us now to do? Will they give us exam like these, or you just trying to help us to understand the variable and the different types of settings
Well,
at starter?
I gave you that table at the beginning because it could be any form.
Or
It's
the reason why I didn't get to catch the, you mean before now?
no, at the top.
We can send
Okay,
it to you though, you will see.
Yeah, you'll get these. It could
yeah.
be any of these. These are the common ways they indicate, the verbal.
Okay, got it, got it, got you,
That's why I
got you.
gave you these,
So
okay?
you're showing us
Because they
examples.
don't
Okay.
always come the same. And I tried to use as many of these as I
Yeah,
can that are
yeah.
here,
For us to remember, I
okay?
got you,
But the
got you.
important thing is when what
When
sum,
to use it?
plus
Yeah,
sign, when the difference, the negative, the
yeah.
product, the multiplication, the quotient division,
Oh, this is a
okay?
refresher. Thank you.
Okay, so you did good today. Now we will stop here.
Yeah.